Hello, and welcome to Marshmallow Stories. Today, I have a wonderful tale for you called The Shark Who Learned to Listen. It's a story full of exciting games, underwater adventures, lots of laughter, and of course a very important lesson. So, let's dive right in. Deep down in the sparkling underwater world of Coral Cove, all the sea creatures were wiggling and buzzing with excitement. Do you know why? Because today was game day. This was the biggest, most fun-filled day in the entire ocean. The schedule was packed with amazing games like bubble tag, shell racing, whirlpool spinning, pebble toss, and the super tricky coral maze challenge. All the young sea creatures were gathered and ready to play. There was Spike the shark, who was full of energy and incredibly fast. Blinky the jellyfish was bouncy, bright, and always giggling. Toto the turtle was calm and thoughtful, but very clever. Finn the fish was always smiling, and Cora the crab was tiny but incredibly fierce. But there was someone else there too, someone very special. It was old Grand Sea Turtle, the wisest and oldest creature in all of Coral Cove. He had seen many seasons and knew all the secrets of the ocean. Spike the shark was the fastest swimmer around, and he was absolutely sure he was going to win every single game. He zoomed back and forth, practicing his speedy moves. Just then, Grand Sea Turtle slowly swam over to him. "Spike," he said in his gentle voice, "remember not to play too close to the dark reef. The currents are tricky there, and the rocks are slippery and dangerous." Spike just rolled his eyes. "Aw, come on, old turtle. I'm the fastest shark in the whole ocean. I don't need warnings about being careful." Grand Sea Turtle sighed and offered a sad little smile. "Even the fastest swimmers need wisdom, my dear Spike." But Spike didn't wait to hear the rest. He darted away with a flick of his tail, eager for the games to start. And so, the games began. The first event was bubble tag. Spike zoomed around the reef, tagging everyone with amazing ease. Blinky bounced into the bubbles and giggled uncontrollably. Finn the fish swam in dizzying circles, trying to escape Spike's lightning-fast fins. Spike shouted proudly for everyone to hear, "See? I told you! I don't need any advice." From the edge of the crowd, Grand Sea Turtle quietly watched, a knowing look on his face. The next event was the coral maze. Feeling overly confident, Spike rushed into the maze without a single thought. And then, bunk! He bonked his head on a coral wall. He turned a corner too fast and bonk. He hit another one. And then, bonk. A third time. Ouch. Okay, maybe a little bit of advice would have helped, he muttered to himself, rubbing his sore snout. But even after that, he still didn't really want to listen. He was still sure he knew best. Finally, it was time for the last and biggest game of the day, shell racing. This was the championship event. The race was long and winding, and the finish line was right at the edge of the dark reef. As the racers lined up, Grand Sea Turtle moved a little closer. "Now listen, kids," he said in his calm, deep voice. "Stay on the bright, sandy path. The dark side of the reef is risky." Spike just laughed. "Relax, Grand Sea Turtle. I know a secret shortcut right through the dark side. I'll win for sure." Toto, the turtle, looked worried. "Spike, maybe we should listen to him? He sounds serious." "No way!" Spike shouted. "Winners take risks." And with a powerful swish of his tail, he sped off the main path and into the gloomy shadows of the dark area. Inside the dark reef, everything was different. The ground was covered in slimy, slippery algae. The rocks were jagged and sharp. The water was thick and cloudy, making it hard to see. Spike tried to keep up his speed, but suddenly, whoosh, he slipped. He tumbled head over tail, and then he was wedged tightly between two giant, dark rocks. He was stuck. "Help!" he shouted, his voice echoing in the murky water. "I'm stuck! Somebody, please help me!" His heart pounded with fear. Back at the starting line, the young creatures heard Spike's cries and panicked. "Who's brave enough to go in there and help him?" cried Cora the crab. Blinky the jellyfish shivered. "I can't go in, it's too dark and scary for me." They all looked at each other, not knowing what to do. Then they heard a deep, calm voice. "I'll go." Everyone turned. It was Grancy Turtle. With slow, strong, and steady movements, he swam bravely into the dark reef. He wasn't the fastest, but he was wise and knew the way. He found Spike, who was trembling with fear. Without a word, Grancy Turtle used his powerful flippers to push the heavy rocks aside, creating just enough space for Spike to wiggle free. He then gently guided the frightened little shark out of the dangerous reef and back to the bright, safe water. Spike was shaking all over. Thank you," he stuttered. "I should have listened to you." "You were right." Grancy Turtle smiled kindly. "Listening doesn't make you weak, Spike. It makes you wise." Back in Coral Cove, everyone cheered as Spike returned safely. He swam directly to Grancy Turtle and, in a loud, clear voice so everyone could hear, he made a promise. "From today on, I promise to listen to my elders. They care about us and want to keep us safe." Grancy Turtle nodded warmly. "And we elders promise to always guide you with love and patience." Hearing this, the other young creatures all swam closer and joined in. "We will listen to. We promise." The rest of game day was filled with joy and laughter. But this Chimmy, the young sea animals played with more care, respect, and teamwork. They had learned a very important lesson. So, what's the moral of our story? It's that elders give advice because they care about you and love you. Listening to them doesn't mean you're not smart or brave. It means you are wise enough to use their experience to stay safe. Playing is fun, but being careful is always the smartest choice. Spike the shark learned that being fast is great, but having wisdom is even greater. And that's a lesson we can all learn too. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed our story. Be sure to come back for more adventures soon. Bye for now.